Everyone, so I'm going to talk to you guys about love binds, love spells, things of that sort. As a practitioner, sometimes when I do a reading for a client, they might have the intention of doing a love bind, love spell, love work, marriage work, relationship work, things of that sort, to manipulate an outcome with a significant person or maybe someone they're not connected with but would like to connect with. Maybe to save their marriage, save their relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And clients sometimes come out in a prophecy called Obara Ogunda. And on a lot of occasions, a practitioner that understands the magnitude of these types of spells will consider doing the ritual because of financial gain. Real love spells, real love manipulation work, witchcraft of that sort is very costly. And if you find someone that's doing it cheap, then it's probably not real. Because this is considered manipulation work or black magic. And not only is it a bad omen for the practitioner, especially in Obara Ogunda, but it can also be a bad omen for the person who's requesting this love bind or love spell. And there's a story in Obara Ogunda where Orula, which is an Orisha, an Ifa, Osha Ifa, pulled a reading for a young warrior, a young guy. He had a girlfriend. He really wanted to get married with her. So he asked Orula to perform this love ritual to bind both people together for life. That was the objective, marriage. And in order to demonstrate and prove their love to each other, the young lady was ordered to climb a very steep mountain and take a net with her and bring down a falcon. But it had to be alive. And the young man was also requested to do the same, but on a different mountain. Only he was requested to come back down with an eagle. Same, alive. When they both came back down from the mountains, they were ordered to tie both of the birds by their feet and then let them fly off in order to cast the spell. Now, once they did that, they saw something very interesting. Both birds, once they were in the air, they started to struggle. Couldn't fly, obviously, because they were tied to each other. They were getting tangled. They started picking at each other, struggling to fly. And after becoming very irritated with each other, they started to fight and started to pick each other's feathers out and plucking them out. Ultimately, both of the birds crashed into the floor, injuring themselves, and no longer could fly. So the damage was done. Both the falcon and the eagle were injured so badly that they could no longer fly. So Orula then gives us a lesson in Obara Ogunda in regards to love binds, love spells. In general, for those who are considering it, never forget this story and use it as a reference. If you bind someone against their will, even if the intention is with love, your love will not prosper. But after some time, let's just say you two get together, you tie that person to you, you'll have the same results as the falcon and the eagle. There will be struggles, there will be irritation. Ultimately, there will be some type of injury, whether emotionally or physically. I have seen this in binds where people do spells and their relationships somehow turn toxic down the road. I've had clients that they paid me for a love bind, a love spell. It worked. But then they call me back and say, get this person away from me. They're becoming obsessive. They're becoming crazy. Because at this point, you're manipulating and you're forcing something that should not be. It's not natural. So that's where Orula gives us this prophecy and gives us a reference point using the eagle and the falcon, that you should never want something by force. What's meant for you is meant for you. So I hope this story helps some of y'all understand why sometimes it's not good to do such rituals, because in the end, it brings more negative results than good results, specifically in Obara Ogunda. I've had clients that have come to me for readings and they're told, hey, focus on your career, focus on your money, focus on your health, focus on this. And regardless of what's being told to them, they want to focus on a love bind, on a sweetening spell. They want to focus on a marriage spell. And all of those things are very much real, specifically with Oshun. She's the goddess and the deity in Orisha, representation of love, marriage, fertility, prosperity. Yes, there are things that can be done. But let's just say you do a reading and you come out in a prophecy like Obara Ogunda. Spirit is telling you, don't do it. It's for a reason. It's because it's not the time. It's not for you. Maybe you need to focus on something else. But sometimes, again, like I said, people are motivated by impulses, desperation, impatience, and they want what they want. Just know it's going to come with a price tag. If you do find a practitioner that'll do it for you, and you do happen to come out in Obara Ogunda, because it's a bad omen, not only for the people you're doing it on, but for the practitioner. So I hope this video helps you guys understand a little bit more. Do your research. If you come out in a reading in Obara Ogunda, it is not recommended that you do such spells. Thanks again for watching. H y bendiciones.